pushing through failure to be able to reach success is one of the hardest things you can do in life. It is very easy to just throw your hands in the air and give up. It's very easy to just call it a day, call it a night, and just move on to something else or just drop what you're doing and just never think about it again. I remember when I started doing YouTube, for me at least, it was kind of like my last ditch effort at something to make of myself. I kind of I didn't go anywhere with real estate. My app kept bugging and I just kind of gave up on it, which yeah, I threw my hands up, but I mean, it's real estate. Who gives a shit? I didn't like it anyway. But when I started doing YouTube, I my videos they weren't good. I'll say that. They were not good, but they were getting like very little views. I think like 10 views max, which is it's typical for a new channel when you're just uploading videos. You're not going to get thousands immediately on the first couple videos. But I was I was disappointed with the results at first cuz you see the gradual growth of maybe 7 subscribers a month, Like I'd start at like 5 and then go to 10 in the next month, and then by the next month I'd be at 16 and 24 the next month, and it was very gradual, very slow, and I wasn't seeing the growth I needed to see. I wanted to just give up on that again. But over time, I honed in my skills, not only in actually streaming and being entertaining and getting better at the games I play so that the actual gameplay is more entertaining to watch. I'm not saying I started making videos when I was trash. My skill level went like, if this is the entire like skill floor, skill ceiling, I went from like here to like here. I got better. Now, not yeah, so not only did I get better at the video games I was playing, but I also got better on the editing side. I got better at like Photoshop, I got better at Premiere, I got better making different edits, adding different effects, adding different whatever, making the videos themselves more entertaining. I also tried adding a lot more commentary, a lot more just either commentary from the live stream where I'm talking while I'm playing the game, or post like audio just talking over it. I've done a lot of videos where it's just guides or just me explaining things, or just I just do commentary sometimes where I'm just talking about a topic with gameplay in the background. I've done a lot of different things, and all of those with varying levels of success relatively to my channel. And throughout all of it, I never just threw the towel. I never gave up. I said, okay, well, this is not working, or this is working. Let's do more of this. Let's stop doing this. A lot recently, I've been doing a lot of my content towards being really good at Marvel Rivals, kind of putting that all in my titles, like top 1% Marvel Rival player, or like how a top 1% tank dominates on Hulk, stuff like that. Trying to just get as many clicks as I can, and I'm looking at them right now. This Hulk video I did got like 1,600 views. This commentary one I did about the support ultimates in that game got like 2,400, which again, these are these are relatively higher numbers for me. I don't really get more than 1,000 views per video on average. So seeing these like more recent videos get a lot more success, it really does re-emphasize to me that giving up too early is such a stupid idea. A lot of people, they don't give themselves enough time to really sink their teeth into what they're wanting to get invested in before they just give up. Today, I really wanted to talk about letting yourself really envelop yourself into whatever you're trying to get into, whether it's a new hobby, like a new career, whatever it may be, letting yourself actually have enough time to fully grasp in the concept, to really like learn what you're doing and to get good at it before you go, this is just not for me, or this is just not working out. For me, content wise, I do a lot of things now. Not I've already mentioned the streaming and the YouTube that I do for my main channel, but for this channel, I post every single day. I know I missed yesterday. I was streaming really late. My mouth is hurting. I'm still getting over my wisdom teeth being pulled, which I got them pulled yesterday morning. Doesn't seem like it, but I guess I just don't. I just react really well to anesthesia or something. Like all the numbness is gone from my mouth. I'm pretty good now. But I upload daily on this channel, on my TikTok and my YouTube channel for this account. I make sure to do that every night just to keep up the daily uploads, and not only for that, but it also keeps me consistent because if I'm at my laptop, if I'm at my desk doing these videos, my MacBook is right here. My mic is right here. My webcam, like all this stuff I need to edit more YouTube videos for my main channel, I'm already here. You know what I mean? That keeps me more focused and more like oriented towards making more videos and being more dedicated and driven to do that. I'm setting myself up for success because I know that this is the future that I want, if that makes sense. And I figured that out because I love doing this because not only is this a fun thing for me to do, like I just enjoy making videos, I enjoy playing games and being entertaining, but I also get the feedback of people liking the videos, people commenting about certain aspects of the videos they like, either if it's a music choice or if it's a certain gameplay aspect or if it's a like certain edit I've done. I know I remember this one. It's like I think it was my last actual Overwatch video I made, where I kept putting just sound effects for every time I missed a punch on Doomfist, and someone commented that they thought it was really funny. I know on one of my recent Hulk videos where I was kind of doing a little, it was like a mix of commentary and like post voice edit. Holy fuck, post po- post post voice over audio. Holy shit. I was doing some voiceover commentary about how I was playing and how I was playing effectively, mixed in with the actual gameplay and my actual dialogue from the stream. People were saying it was really funny. Some guys were asking um, questions about the music choices. Some dudes were saying that they found the video really helpful, and stuff like that really emphasizes to me that what I'm doing is not only worth it on the aspect of like people are enjoying what I'm doing, but the fact that like I'm making something useful. I'm making something that people can find hilarious, find useful, find entertaining, find educational, whatever it may be. I'm doing something that is worth it. And to me that's really all it's about. What I'm trying to say here, guys, is to be able to get to a spot in which you are relatively like happy and content with what you're doing, you have to let yourself get through the initial phase of I don't know what I'm doing. This kind of sucks. I'm not very good at it, and there's so many other people who are better, and this is just not going to work for me. I need to do something else. The only way to figure out if something is right for you is if you get through that phase. You have to get through the initial like suck phase, if that makes sense. You're never going to start something and immediately be fantastic at it. No one is. Unless you're like LeBron James, who is fucking genetically engineered from birth to be the best basketball player of all time. You're never going to be the number one at any given thing at all. You have to work your way there. You have to get through the initial phase of learning and adapting and figuring it all out. When you look at people who are already successful, I've talked about this before, you never see the exponential growth, or you never see the beginnings of that exponential growth. You see this, right? You see the zip upward, but no one really ever sees the slow, gradual growth that comes before and then the exponential growth, right? No one really sees this initial like 80%. And that's because that's not a glamorous part. But a lot of life isn't really that glamorous. And that's not what is advertised. What is advertised is the last 10 to 20% of that exponential growth of that person being extremely successful, not the 80 to 90% of the just mundane tasks that need to be done in order to reach that level of success. What I'm trying to say here, guys, is you can't allow yourself to just meet failure and not push through it. That is just a horrible way of living, and that's not how you get anywhere in life. Everyone fails at something in life. Everyone fails. And the only people who are actually winners are not the guys who win first try. They are the guys that fail, 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 and still put their best foot forward until they hit success. Because that, I mean, that is what true like success looks like. Meeting failure head on and still still persevering despite of it. Thank you.